This is the news for today, Monday the 10th of June 2024. Senator John Fetterman and wife involved in Maryland car crash on I-70. U.S. Senator John Fetterman, representing Pennsylvania, and his wife Giselle were involved in a two-car crash on Interstate 70 in Maryland on Sunday. The crash occurred in the westbound lanes of I-70 at Interstate 68, where a Chevrolet Traverse driven by Senator Fetterman collided with the rear of a Chevrolet Impala. The reasons behind the crash remain unknown at this time. Both drivers were transported to War Memorial Hospital in West Virginia for medical evaluations. Senator Fetterman was treated for a bruised shoulder, and both he and his wife were discharged that afternoon. They are doing well and have returned to Braddock. The crash is under investigation, but no citations were issued. This is the news for today, Monday the 10th of June 2024. Deliberations begin in Hunter Biden's firearm trial, analyzing the charges and potential outcomes. Jurors have begun deliberations in the federal gun trial of Hunter Biden, who is charged with owning and possessing a firearm while he was a drug addict. Prosecutors argued that the central issue is whether Hunter Biden was an unlawful user or addicted to a controlled substance when he purchased the firearm. Two of the three charges he faces are related to accusations that he made false statements on a federal gun form about his drug use. Defense lawyer Abby Lowell argued that the prosecution's case was built on conjecture and suspicion, and pointed to gaps in the evidence of Hunter Biden's drug use. Jury deliberations will resume on Tuesday. If found guilty, Hunter Biden faces a potential sentence of up to 25 years in prison, though first-time offenders typically do not receive the maximum penalty, and it remains uncertain whether the judge would impose any jail time. President Joe Biden has stated that he would accept the jury's verdict, and has ruled out a pardon for his son. This is the news for today, Monday the 10th of June 2024. Escalating tensions. Kim Yo-jong's stark warning to South Korea over propaganda broadcasts. North Korea's leader, Kim Jong-un's sister, Kim Yo-jong, has warned of a new response against South Korea if the country continues its loudspeaker broadcasts and the scattering of leaflets. This warning comes after North Korea launched a fresh barrage of balloons laden with trash towards the south, in response to Seoul's decision to resume broadcasting anti-North Korean propaganda over loudspeakers in border regions. Kim Yo-jong denounced the resumption of loudspeaker broadcasts as the precursor to a perilous situation, threatening unspecified new counteraction from the North if the broadcasts continued, and if the South failed to prevent anti-North Korean propaganda leaflets from being sent over the border. The South Korean Joint Chiefs of Staff held North Korea responsible for the current predicament, and urged the North to cease such provocative acts. The situation has raised concerns of potential retaliatory military action, with the potential for further escalation of tensions along the heavily fortified border. This is the news for today, Monday the 10th of June 2024. Three-alarm blaze at Temple Court Apartments. Rescues, evacuations, and a mysterious shooting incident in Miami. A massive three-alarm fire engulfed the Temple Court Apartments in Miami early Monday morning, with multiple residents rescued and evacuated. The blaze broke out around 8:15 a.m. and is still ongoing. Firefighters, loading over 70 personnel and 38 fire trucks, are battling the inferno from the outside due to the danger of the fire spreading further. Several residents, including elderly individuals with mobility issues, were rescued from their balconies. Two firefighters were transported to a local hospital for heat exhaustion, and one resident was also injured. Additionally, an employee of the building was found shot at the scene, although the connection between the injury and the fire remains unclear as to where the individual was found, if the gunshot wound was self-inflicted, or if the incident is related to the fire. Miami police are assisting with the fire department, and have advised residents to avoid entering nearby Lummis Park for their own safety. The cause of the fire is still under investigation. This is the news for today, Monday the 10th of June 2024. Celtics surge ahead 2-0 in NBA Finals against Mavericks. Drew Holiday shines, Doncic struggles despite triple-double. The Boston Celtics defeated the Dallas Mavericks 105-98 in Game 2 of the NBA Finals, taking a 2-0 series lead. Jrue Holiday led the Celtics offense with 26 points, 11 rebounds, and 3 assists. Jaylen Brown contributed 21 points, 7 assists, and 3 steals. His all-around solid play, including defense, rebounding, and positive contributions, was a testament to his greatness. Meanwhile, Jason Tatum struggled with his shooting, finishing with 18 points but on 6 of 22 shooting. Luka Doncic recorded a triple-double for the Mavericks with 32 points, 11 assists, and 11 rebounds, but his 8 turnovers hurt Dallas. Kyrie Irving continued to struggle with his shooting, going 7 of 18 from the field and missing all 3 of his three-point attempts. Doncic took responsibility for the loss, citing his turnovers and missed free throws as contributing factors. However, Kyrie Irving, who struggled with his shooting once again, insisted that Doncic was not alone in the blame and that the team needed to improve collectively. Irving scored 16 points on 7 of 18 shooting and has been averaging 15 points on 37.1% shooting in the finals. The Celtics' strong defense and improved three-point shooting were pivotal in securing the win. Game 3 will take place in Dallas, where the Mavericks hope to bounce back. This is the news for today, Monday the 10th of June 2024. FDA nods to Eli Lilly's Alzheimer's drug donanemab, a new hope for patients. FDA advisors have recommended Eli Lilly's Alzheimer's drug, donanemab, paving the way for full approval later this year. If cleared for use, donanemab would become the second Alzheimer's drug of its kind on the U.S. market. The approval would expand treatment options for the over 6 million Americans suffering from Alzheimer's disease. In a vote, advisors unanimously agreed that the available data shows donanemab to be effective in treating early-stage Alzheimer's patients, although more data is needed on the drug's effectiveness in certain patient groups. Advisors also unanimously agreed that the benefits of donanemab outweigh its risks. Of course, Eli Lilly is pleased with the panel's recommendation and looks forward to bringing the treatment to patients. This is the news for today, Monday the 10th of June 2024. European election shakeup. Far-right surge challenges EP, Macron faces defeat, and Maloney gains ground. Results from the European parliamentary elections have revealed a surge in far-right parties across the continent, contrary to predictions that the center ground of European politics would collapse. While liberal and green groups lost seats, the center-right European People's Party, EP, emerged as the biggest single winner, despite the gains made by far-right groups. However, the EP will need to build a consensus and guard against extremist parties. The election results also upended domestic politics in some countries, including France, where President Emmanuel Macron called for a snap election after his party was defeated by Marine Le Pen's far-right National Rally, RN. Belgian Prime Minister Alexander De Croo resigned after his party suffered a disastrous defeat. Italy's Prime Minister Giorgia Maloney saw her party make gains, becoming a major player in European politics, while Hungary's Prime Minister Viktor Orban's party, Fidesz, suffered its worst European election results to date. Left-wing groups, particularly the Greens, saw a decline in support across Europe. This is the news for today, Monday the 10th of June 2024. Escaped rodeo bull party bus injures 4 at Sisters Rodeo, Oregon. 4 people were hospitalized after a bull named Party Bus escaped an arena at the Sisters Rodeo in Oregon and charged into patrons outside. Video footage showed the bull flipping a rodeo goer. The Sisters Rodeo Association said the bull jumped an arena barrier, ran onto the rodeo grounds, and was eventually secured in holding pens by livestock professionals. The event announcer called for an emergency response immediately. 2 of the injured were released from medical care on the same day, and the other 2 were taken to hospitals. The extent of their injuries is unclear, but some were reported to be minor. This is the first time such a breach has occurred at the Sisters Rodeo since its inception in 1940. Party Bus, the bull in question, had competed in the Sisters Rodeo Extreme Bull Riding event on Wednesday and tied for 3rd place in the first round. The bull was examined by veterinarians and is believed to be unharmed. The annual competition continued as planned on Sunday. This is the news for today, Monday the 10th of June 2024. Rising threat of babesiosis in the U.S. CDC advises protective measures against tick-borne diseases. Babesiosis, a tick-borne illness, is on the rise. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention reports that the disease is now endemic in 10 states in the Northeast and Midwest. Babesiosis is caused by a parasite that infects red blood cells and is spread by infected black-legged ticks. Symptoms include severe flu-like symptoms, such as high fever, chills, and sweats, as well as muscle and joint pain, loss of appetite, and fatigue. In severe cases, the disease can cause hemolytic anemia, which can lead to life-threatening complications. The disease can be treated with a combination of antibiotics and antimalarial medications. However, in some cases, the parasite may not be fully eliminated, leading to relapses. Researchers are now testing the anti-malaria drug tafenoquine in combination with existing treatments to see if it can speed up recovery and clear the parasite from patients' bodies faster. The CDC advises people to protect themselves from tick bites by walking on trails, using repellent, wearing long-sleeve pants and shirts when outdoors, especially in wooded areas, and showering soon after being outdoors. This is the news for today, Monday the 10th of June 2024. Apple leaps into AI, unveiling ChatGPT integration and Apple Intelligence. At WWDC 2024, Apple has introduced ChatGPT, an artificial intelligence-powered chatbot, to its iPhone lineup. This move signifies Apple's commitment to enhancing user experience and providing innovative features to its customers. ChatGPT is a language-based AI model developed by OpenAI, which allows users to have interactive conversations with their devices. With the inclusion of ChatGPT, iPhone users can now engage in natural and dynamic conversations with their smartphones, opening up new possibilities for communication and productivity. Additionally, at the conference, Apple unveiled Apple Intelligence, a suite of AI-driven features seamlessly integrated into its devices. This includes enhanced voice recognition, personalized recommendations, and intelligent automation capabilities. With Apple Intelligence, users can expect a more intuitive and personalized experience across Apple's ecosystem of products and services. Apple's AI strategy also includes revamping Siri to manage various apps on behalf of users, utilizing generative AI to improve the assistant's capabilities. The company has also introduced a new eye-focused chip in its latest iPad Pro models, which will support all the new AI computing. Overall, these announcements at Apple WWDC 2024 highlight the company's focus on leveraging AI to enrich the user experience and create more efficient and advanced technology solutions. This is the news for today, Monday the 10th of June 2024. Tragedy at Lake Berryessa. Fatal shooting and multiple injuries disrupt peaceful recreation area. A violent altercation unfolded at Lake Berryessa in Northern California on Saturday evening, leaving one man dead and several others injured. The incident occurred at the Oak Shores Day Use Area, a popular recreation spot known for boating, swimming, and fishing. Deputies responded to the scene around 5:30 p.m. and found one man who had succumbed to a gunshot wound. 2 others were airlifted to hospitals, while others were transported via ambulance or personal vehicles. The investigation is ongoing, with authorities questioning witnesses and gathering information. No arrests have been made, but a suspect has been detained in connection with the fatal shooting. The suspect, who has not been named, was also one of 2 stabbing victims airlifted to a hospital after the confrontation. The deceased person was identified as Andres Fabian Sandoval Garcia, 39, of Vallejo, California. The incident is considered extremely rare for the family-friendly area, which attracts over 500,000 visitors annually. This is the news for today, Monday the 10th of June 2024. Winning Italy. Prime Minister Giorgia Maloney secures top spot in EU elections with Brothers of Italy. Italy's Prime Minister, Giorgia Maloney, has emerged as the winner in the European parliamentary elections, with her arch-conservative Brothers of Italy group securing the most votes. This victory strengthens her hand in European politics, as she is poised to maintain her position as Italy's most popular political force. The RAI exit poll indicated that Brothers of Italy secured a majority of the votes, while the center-left Democratic Party followed closely. The Five Star Movement was third, and Forza Italia, founded by the late Silvio Berlusconi, was fourth. The far-right League trailed behind all entrants. Maloney's win points to a shift in political sentiment in Italy, with a rise in support for nationalist and Eurosceptic parties. As she solidifies her position, Maloney aims to prioritize Italy's national interests within the EU while addressing the pressing issues facing the country. This is the news for today, Monday the 10th of June 2024. Heat dome crisis. Record temps threaten millions in western U.S. NWS issues warnings for Arizona, Nevada, Utah, and California. High temperatures and a heat dome are causing a spike in temperatures across the western United States, prompting the National Weather Service to issue major severe heat warnings for 17 million people living in California, Nevada, Utah, and Arizona. Temperature records are expected in cities such as Phoenix, Las Vegas, Reno, and Fresno. The heat wave is linked to the one experienced in Mexico in recent weeks, which caused power problems, drought, and dozens of deaths. The heat dome is characterized by an area of high pressure in the atmosphere that traps hot air, making it even hotter due to exposure to the sun. The heat wave is expected to last several days, possibly extending into the weekend, with temperatures reaching up to 110 degrees Fahrenheit in some areas. The National Weather Service advises people to stay hydrated, stay indoors with air conditioning, avoid going out during the hottest times of the day, and watch for symptoms of heat-related illnesses. This is the news for today, Monday the 10th of June 2024. Ceasefire proposal passes. UN, US, and EU urge Israel and Hamas towards peace. The United Nations Security Council has passed a ceasefire proposal aimed at ending the conflict between Israel and Hamas in Gaza. The proposal, which was drafted by the U.S. and approved by President Joe Biden, needed at least 9 votes in favor and no vetoes from the U.S., France, Britain, China, or Russia to pass. China did not block the resolution, and Russia abstained from voting. Israel has already accepted the proposal, but there are indications that they may not fully support it. The recent rescue of 4 hostages by Israeli forces has strengthened Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu's determination to continue the invasion of Gaza. Hamas, however, has welcomed the proposal for a permanent ceasefire. The European Union has also applauded the vote and urged both parties to accept and implement the 3-phase proposal. This is the news for today, Monday the 10th of June 2024. Dan Hurley stays at UConn despite $70 million Lakers offer. Loyalty over Lakers. Dan Hurley, the head coach of the University of Connecticut men's basketball team, has turned down a 6-year, $70 million offer from the Los Angeles Lakers to remain at UConn. This decision comes after Hurley led the Huskies to back-to-back NCAA championships and is seeking a 3rd consecutive title. The Lakers had intended to make Hurley one of the NBA's highest-paid coaches, but he chose to stay with UConn, citing his pride in the championship culture he has built and his desire to continue pursuing championships with the team. Hurley has had a successful tenure at UConn during multiple seasons and won the Naismith Coach of the Year award. The Lakers will now pursue other candidates in hopes of hiring a new coach before the NBA draft on June 26. This is the news for today, Monday the 10th of June 2024. Morena's supermajority, shaping Mexico's future under Sheinbaum and AMLO's legacy. Mexico's ruling party, Morena, has secured a commanding majority in the lower house of Congress, surpassing the supermajority threshold. However, the party fell short of the 2/3 majority needed in the Senate. This development has caused market turbulence, as both outgoing President Andrés Manuel López Obrador and President-elect Claudia Sheinbaum have signaled their intentions to pursue significant constitutional reforms. These results may impact the political landscape in Mexico, potentially leading to changes in policies related to energy reform, education, and the fight against corruption. Additionally, critics worry that this concentration of power could undermine checks and balances in the country, as we await further developments, it remains to be seen how this new supermajority will shape Mexico's political future.